Here's wishing y'all a happy and prosperous Year of the Snake. Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
You ready to blow some stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that.
Okay, Boomers. Here we are, back at the river park. Look at the mighty Mississippi. And here's Matt.
Okay, Boomers. Been planning this one for a while. This is the largest display I have ever personally put together, and it's something different from a lot of the displays we do here in this country. You got somebody coming up on a little crotch rocket. There he goes. I wanted to do something in a more Asian style, and at the risk of being culturally insensitive, this obviously is just purely based on my thoughts from movies and television and whatnot, and an older school fountain intensive display. So with that in mind, there's going to be less color and less amplitude, less height, and it'll be more ground based. And it was kind of tough finding all the stuff I wanted. We're starting with some jungle jets, and those will go up a little bit. These are just little spinners, and they'll spark and they'll climb up. This is kind of going to be open in the show. And I'm not sure exactly what order we're going to throw this in, so I'm just going to throw stuff out here and let y'all see it. These jungle jets are a T-Sky product. From Bright Star, we got this SpiroSpark. This is a pretty cool little kit, and this is a little build. It's got a stand, and it's a spinning fountain that's all built in. You don't have to nail this to anything. It's going to spin around. Jody and I have seen the footage of this on like an unusual fireworks. I saw mine on Cody Beads. Is that where you saw it, Jody?
It is.
Yeah, so it's a cool effect. And we were, Jody was excited to see it, and then I came to know what it was, and I was excited that he got a couple of them. He was good enough to let me use one of them out of the stash. Y'all may have seen the mail order buy that we did. That was U.S. fireworks, and we got a video about that when we did the reveal. But got these Dominator fireworks, just little spinners that are going on boards. I've got a dozen of these, and I couldn't source them. So that's why we did the mail order on that, because I couldn't find them at any. We went to, I don't know, maybe somewhere between half a dozen and a dozen places with that in mind, and I couldn't find them, so we did it through the mail. Real fountain intensive, like I said. You got these guys that are going to smile at us toward the end. I don't know what kind of fountain effect it's going to be, but probably kind of close the show.
What is that product called?
Oh, yeah. This is thank you. Smile a While. This is a Brothers product.
Okay.
Smile a While. Let me leave that up there. There's going to be a lot of stuff we're piling on top. I'm going to mix in some firecrackers.
Smile.
Just little pops and bangs that are going to be tied in and fused up with some of the other effects. So we just got a brick of little 16 packs. So I don't know how many 16s that is, but what is that? At least looks like maybe 6 there, maybe a dozen 16s.
Oh, it says it on the front somewhere.
40 16s. Yep. So yeah, a bung load, but that's going to be more than I use, I expect. But there are going to be some pops. Got this ballerina ball. Don't know what this is going to wind up looking like, but it's a spinning effect, which will be interesting, I'm sure. This is a Winda fireworks product. Got 3 of these puzzle cubes. This is really interesting. Also a Winda. And these were being discontinued at Little J's when we went there because they tend to fall apart. These are little ground bloom flowers that launch at the tail end of this fountain effect. And like in shipping, a lot of times these just fall out, and that makes the thing not what it's supposed to be. So he was trying to clear his out, and we got kind of a deal on some of those. Wound up with 3 of those. I'm going to use those. I'm going to go over to this side. I think it's going to incorporate some smoke. So I got some smoke. I've got a longer smoke too. This is the Showtime smoke, and we lit one of those on our Super Sam's reveal, and I was a little disappointed with the length of time it would burn. It was about 45 seconds.
We lit 2 of them on the daytime fireworks.
Oh, did we do it then as well?
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that one.
That one's not online yet. It will be coming up after this one. So.
I got you. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
Okay, Magic Ground Pinwheel. Who makes this product?
I don't see a name on it.
What's that?
I didn't see anything on there.
Huh. I don't see it either. I don't know who manufactures this, but this is a little fountain that's going to sit on the ground and spin. So got another fountain effect. Got some crackling balls. I mentioned throwing in some firecrackers here and there. Same kind of concept with some crackling balls. There might be some extra crackling that just kind of shows up in there. Here's another smoke. The smoke was designed to be kind of a diffuser. I mean, this is how it's going in my mind. Because this stuff is going to be so over bright with fountains, I'm at super high exposure saturation. A diffuser going through the front, if the air is still enough, if I can get it to hang for a while, is kind of the effect that I'm looking for by incorporating smoke. How it's going to come out, I don't know. But we're going to give it a try. I'm also going to have some crossing effects. Going to have some all mine. I think I'm going to have these set up on maybe a 30 or 45 on opposite sides of my display space shooting across. Same thing with missile batteries. Got a pair of these that's going to be the same situation. And these fire a little more unpredictably. Most people are aware of missile batteries, but they'll be the only whistling effect that we've got, except we will have something on the end that's probably going to whistle. That one whistles, doesn't it? We'll get to that in a second. So also on the side is going to be some crackling candles. I'm probably going to just tape these up in a bundle and have them shooting at an angle across the space. That's what I envision. And we have one big effect on the end. Who Let the Hogs Out is a 2-stage girandola. Whose product is this?
I didn't see one on there.
That's interesting. I don't see a product on this one either, or a manufacturer on this either. This is fairly, I think this goes several years back. I'm just aware of it, and this will be the first girandola I have been involved with firing. You ever fire one of these, Jody?
Yes.
Okay. So my first time, I'm really interested in the effect. We'll show this off, but for those of you that don't know a girandola, I probably should try to open this up. But it's essentially a little cage that's going to spin, and it's rocket fired, and it's going to go up high. This is the only amplitude effect that we really are incorporating into this, and it's going to be kind of a finale to our
We'll
effect.
make sure to show it when we get everything set up.
We will.
We're gonna show
Sounds good.
That set up.
So we saw these spinners. I need a place to mount them, right? So I did a little build. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way because I'm going to need to show off a couple more things. And this is not going to fit in here as well as it did when I unpacked it. That, by the way, was not the crotch rocket. That was somebody on a big old hog. Apparently, we're in motorcycle park tonight. So I made a build. This is just a little 2x4 stand I put together, and it comes apart in order to carry around in the car. It fits in the trunk of the car better rather than have the base attached so much. This is just temporary in it. This is where we're going to be mounting the spinners on the side, and I've got 4 of these that are going to be incorporated. Got one more thing incorporated into this show that we haven't used before that I'm a little excited about. Just got this in from Pyro Boom, y'all. We got ourselves an ignition system. So these are clips, some LED testers. I've got a bunch of little E-fuses here, E-matches, but here is the Pyro Boom ignition system. It comes in a little case. This set itself is $100 to get. Now these E-matches are not free, and then you can only use them once. So that wound up altogether. This was $175, something like that, with all this stuff I put together. But it's got a detonator, and it's got the remote here. Be the first time we're using this for any display in our experience or usage. Looking for good things, but we're kind of going in blind. So y'all keep your fingers crossed with us that we actually get the display we're looking for out of this. But I should be able to push these buttons that correlate to those remotes and fire all this stuff off remotely, and get some things on opposite sides of the display going at approximately the same time. I mean, it'll be a little time to flip from one button to the other to actually fire them, but that's the idea, is that I'll be able to light this stuff up from across the parking lot. But thanks, Pyro Boom, for making this stuff. We're pretty happy with your product so far. Went ahead and bought this from y'all, and I'm looking forward to using it. We got some advice from their customer service about getting this, but we're going to put this stuff together.
That's advice from Eric.
It was Eric? Yeah. Thank you. It was Jody that spoke to him, and I got the info and decided to go ahead and make the order. So, looking forward to putting it to work. It's something we've wanted to incorporate to our toolkit for a while. What else we got to say on your end there, Jody?
That's it, man. I'm ready to see this.
Man, it's going to be something different, and I've got high hopes, and it works great in my head, but yeah, I still haven't made it go yet. So y'all send good wishes my way that we can get it together, and we'll catch y'all about dusk. We're doing this one before dark because it will be fountain intensive. So we've found in our brief experience with fountains and some tests that having a little ambient light, not full sun, but just as the sun's kind of going down, is the best time for fountains to not really blow out the saturation with a black background. So about dusk tonight, we'll be celebrating our Lunar New Year. Hang with us, folks.
Okay, boomers.
Here we are after dark at the river park. This is our Lunar New Year's display. Now, we're well behind schedule. This was supposed to go off at dusk. I think we missed that window by about an hour and a half because getting this stuff fused and wired up was a bigger task than I imagined. But let's walk you through what we got real quick. We got these jungle jets and this Ballerina box. They're gonna fire off the same fuse. So we're gonna get a little spinning effect on this fountain, and then these jungle jets are gonna fly up into the air. That's one of our only aerials. Then the second thing to fire is going to be these puzzle boxes and these magic ground pinwheels, and they're fused together, not wired but fused. So the one wire is going to light all of these, and it's going to spread out from the center. So the timing on that will be what it'll be, but it'll be a little delay. I think it'll be it might be close to 30 seconds between that first one and then the second two and then the ground pinwheels. The third thing to go will be our towers of power. We'll be hitting these towers that were built with the spinning fountains there. Fourth thing will probably be fourth thing, actually I'm probably going to fire these effects back behind with crossing fire on some Crackle candles, some Saturn missile batteries, and a little mine effect cake, all mine by Brothers.
Looks like you got some firecrackers.
Yeah, I got a couple of things, little surprises just fused in there where I ran some fuse. I just a little lanyap thrown in there.
Okay.
So then we're going to get this what is it called? Spiro spinner?
SpiroSpark.
SpiroSpark. Real cool effect. Let me try to square this up because it's not quite square. SpiroSpark's going to go. Then I'll probably fire these two fountains about the same time I fire our Girandola. This is, again, the first time I've fired.
Fountains?
What's that?
Which two fountains?
The Smile a Whiles.
Oh, the Smile a While fountains. Okay.
So those are going to be going while the Girandola launches sky high. This is a really high effect. It's a two-stage job. Thing's going to go and go and go, and then go some more.
That is a big hunk of.
That's the salute there, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it is. That's a big hunk on there.
Yeah, that thing's going to go. Watch backing up, just to be clear. Okay, so that's the loose order. Now, because this is my first time and I was real quick to fuse and wire this stuff up, I took some shortcuts that I hope will work. we're going to find out together. I might have to get in here with the torch to get some of these actually physically lit because I don't have much experience with the firing system yet. But keep your fingers crossed with me that we make it work. I'm gonna arm all these while we're here. Armed. I have all 4 green lights here. Armed. I have 3 green lights here. And armed. I have 3 green lights here. So everything is green. That means there's a good electrical connection. Whether it starts those fuses, that's what we're gonna have to figure out. But we're taking a quick break, right, before we fire?
Yeah, I need to get the focus set up right.
All right, we'll be right back with you, Boomers, and we'll, again, say a little prayer.
Okay, Boomers, here we go.
All right, it's coming up the year of the snake, folks. Here we go. Lighting off some smoke for a nice diffusing effect, and we are underway. Wish me luck pulling the trigger. Well, it fired and it didn't get the fuse. So we're going manual on this first one. Already we have a catastrophe.
Sorry.
If that's the worst thing that happens, we'll be doing all right.
Yep.
That's a slower fuse than I realized. This is going to be a little delayed effect, but that'll be okay. First will be this ballerina ball. We're finally getting down to it. Should be getting some jungle jet action coming up.
It's really blowing
in
out.
a little bit. Tell you what, that smoke isn't really helping out much. We've had catastrophe number 2. We're going to fire this live. Once again, my electric firing system failed me. I have manually torched the puzzle boxes. The first one's fired, the second 2 are firing. Get that little ground move flower action. I thought that was the end, quite frankly, but those went early. First time I've seen these fired. half the angle fire. And the candles went last. Those actually fired crossfire from some other effect that lit them. And my other board didn't fire.
Yeah, the other side didn't go, did it?
So we're going to fire the other board manually. We won't get the effect we were looking for because my electronics are failing me. Here's our SpiroSpark. That is a nice effect. We'll see if I can make sure that my little happy clowns fire. This one isn't firing. That one's firing. We'll fire this one manually.
Something about gotcha.
And away we go with the big dog. Keep your fingers crossed. Can we fire this Girandola? 3, 2, and 1. I think it's a go. Folks, that's the year of the snake. As we see these smiling, happy people wrapping up their business. Look at them smile. That fella's happy it's the year of the snake.
Right.
There you have it, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed. We had some misfires, as y'all could tell, but I still had fun with it. Wish it had gone smoother. Glad it went as smooth as it did. What else you got for him, Jody?
That's it, man.
Till we catch y'all next time. After dark at the River Park, we are the Mid-South Boomers.
Well,